a listen to these three voices. Can you tell which of them are using their real accents and which are being put on?
Jenny told him to face up to his weight.
Marty is a hardy man.
They removed the palms to build a farm.
Yeah, it's not rocket science, is it? Two of them are genuine. One isn't. Have another listen.
Jenny told him to face up to his weight.
Marty is a hardy man.
They removed the palms to build a farm.
Yeah. The middle one, if you couldn't guess, is the fake. The audio's from a study by researchers at the University of Cambridge. They asked people in 7 areas of the UK and Ireland to listen to people speaking in their regional accent. Those in Belfast were the best at spotting impersonators. Londoners were the worst. 12,000 people took part. It was the biggest study of its kind. Anthropologist Dr. Jonathan R. Goodman is from Cambridge's Leverhulme Centre for Human and Evolutionary Studies, which made the findings and joins us now. Jonathan, hello.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I could probably spot that because I'm a northerner and not a southerner who probably just think we all sound the same. Is that the kind of the logic behind this study?
Possibly, or we may have thrown you some kind of easy balls to start with.
Yeah.
The study does get quite a bit harder.
Yeah, that was entry level, that wasn't it?
Yeah.
What were you trying to illustrate here? What were you trying to find out?
Well, I mean, the regional difference wasn't something that we set out to find. We were more interested from an anthropological point of view, how good people would be across the board, independent of where they were from. And that was our first major finding here, was that independent of where the listener was from, they could get this right about 66% of the time, so much better than chance. It was only when we explored the subgroups based on where the listener came from, what their native accent was, that we started to see this discrepancy between the North and South.
Yeah, I've got my. I mean, I was joking at the top, but not really, because I just wonder whether. I don't know really. Well, you tell me what's the logic behind this, and why Southerners find it more difficult.
It's a really interesting question. It's something that we've had to speculate about a little bit because the study, again, wasn't designed to define this exactly. And our best guess is that it probably has to do with social and political tensions in local areas that would lead native speakers to try to be a little bit more aware of who an outsider was. And thinking of accents as something that's a signal of a person's social identity insofar as we had greater tensions with the groups around us.
Right, so
between the North and South. Sorry, go on.
No. So it's a form of protectionism, really. Then it's like you're an outsider. Whereas I suppose if you live in the South, certainly if you live in the metropolitan area of London, some people actually change their accents. They take a deliberate decision to do that, don't they, to fit in or to be anonymous.
It can be conscious or unconscious, absolutely, yeah. And we think diversity probably does play a role. I mean, London, has a great deal more diversity than some cities up north, and that probably does make quite a big difference to awareness of accents.
How does this help us then? What does it tell us in the long run? Because I've done loads of interviews on this programme, Jonathan, about accents dying out and dialects, that one day, in the not too distant future, will all sound the same.
I think that's probably unlikely because the formation of accents, yes, we all interact in a way that we wouldn't have done, 50, 60, 100, let alone 500 years ago. But given that accents are an important part of people's identities, I think it's likely that people will want to continue to display them, and we won't necessarily see a sort of flux towards them disappearing.
But would you think that people were more willing to display them regionally rather than conurbations like London has discussed?
It's going to depend on the local scenario and how resistant people are to newcomers. So, there are going to be a host of social, political, historical, economic factors that are going to influence that.
It's fascinating. Jonathan, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank you.